Well, we have made it to the Grandview Trailhead. Here, about to head into the High Uintas wilderness once again. My first time here. Some of the other guys came in a few weeks ago to scout it. It looks like there's already some folks here, but this is a high use area. Kind of expected it. It's a big basin. Hopefully we can stay away from everybody. We are officially back in the High Uintas. Feels good. Well, we're about a mile in. Got a mile and a half to go to get the top of Hades Pass. The grade on this trail is great.
Once we got to the top of the pass, we got our first views of Granddaddy Basin. We found a nice campsite quite a ways away from the lakes and the trail. It was time to settle in and enjoy the night.
What's that? Was that 50? That's a perfect round. This morning we're going to do some spinner fishing. I think we'll try one of these Jake's lures first. Here they do pretty good out here. So let's see how that plays out.
Well, good morning from Granddaddy Lake. Found a nice spot last night. Had a great night. Oh, I slept so good. Today we're just pushing on a little further to Fern Lake. And from there, we don't know what the plan is. Kicking around some ideas.
From where we were camped, it was only a few miles to Fern Lake. The map looked like it was mostly downhill too. We looked forward to an easy day on trail.
Well, somewhere we got off the trail. We're almost down to Lodgepole Lake here. We're just gonna have to make our own way. Well, we're almost to our turnoff, but we're gonna leave the trail and go find Fern Lake. No trails on our map. Well, we're on the route to Fern Lake. Boy, these flies are off the hook. Bastards. There is a trail. It's marked with cairns, so not too hard. Just want to make sure everybody stays together. Should be at Fern in a little bit.
We were coming to Fern Lake because it was supposed to offer a little more solitude than the other lakes in the basin. When we made it to the lake, we were surprised to find multiple groups at the lake and the main campsites occupied. We walked around the area looking for a campsite without any luck. We thought we might have to make our own.
Well, we found a spot here at Fern Lake. Definitely not ideal. There's other campers here. So we just had to find a spot. Did find an old campsite. Not the best. We were thinking of staying here 2 nights, but I don't think so. I think we'll move on tomorrow. We're all exhausted. I'm taking a nap.
The day's hike had been tougher on us than we thought it would be. That, coupled with disappointment in the number of people at the lake, had made for a rough day. As the day wore on, we gathered round the fire and all that kind of slipped away. We just enjoyed our time together in the mountains.
Well, good morning from Fern Lake, day 3. Well, at the moment we're planning on backtracking today and going up to the junction, the first junction we hit when we got into Granddaddy Basin. Not too far on mileage, not too far on gain, but it's going to be tough. I beat us up yesterday, and we're going farther today, so it's what it is.
As we saddled up for our hike out of Fern Lake, we were ready for whatever the trail was going to throw at us.
So we've changed our plans, and we're gonna go back over to MOHAWK Lake. Hopefully get a good campsite, take a zero tomorrow.
The hike back up to Granddaddy Lake went quickly, and we were feeling good as we started our walk around the lake. We looked around the lake for a while and finally settled on a campsite at the far end. Settling in that night, it felt like a bit of redemption. The day before the hike had been tough on us all, but we turned around the next day and hiked up the same trail and went even further. We were feeling great. Just goes to show how having the right mindset can make all the difference.
Well, good morning. Morning day 4 here from MOHAWK Lake. Taking a zero today. We've been looking forward to this for a while. So, don't really have any plans. Gonna walk around the lake. About it.
thing that I love about the High Uintas are the meadows full of wildflowers. There's so many colors and varieties.
See ya. Well, good morning. Morning day 5 here from MOHAWK Lake. Kind of a bittersweet morning. Matt and Sarah pulled out this morning. Matt's got to work on Sunday and there's a lot of hours between him and his house, so they're getting to jump on the drive back. And actually, we're gonna pull out of here tomorrow. Oh boy, this place is beautiful. Bugs have been bad the whole time. Bittersweet morning for sure. Well, it is the evening of day 5, last night. Here in the High Uintas for me, probably the last night for a while. Yeah, it's the bittersweet time for me. In a few days, I'll be leaving Utah. And it will be end of an era. It's the way life is, though.
As I wandered through the woods, I found myself at BETSY Lake.
Okay, it's day 6. We're just pulling out from MOHAWK Lake. Not sure, we probably got 5 or 6 miles to go.
After a couple of relaxing days at MOHAWK Lake, we were ready to hike.
Working our way up the pass now. Been a great trip. We have made it to the top of the pass. 2.5 miles of downhill grade now. Well, we made it to the edge of the wilderness, heading out of the High Uintas. This is definitely one of my favorite mountain ranges.